Let your power fall when your name is called.
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Reclaiming My Life show. I'm truly excited today. Sitting with me is filmmaker, professor, actor, producer. I'm talking about none other than Terry T. Mouse. Welcome, Terry.
Thanks for having me. You said that so nice too.
All
Thanks
right
for
now.
having me. Yeah.
You like that?
Oh, I love it.
You
I
better
love it.
take me with you then everywhere you go, baby. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Look, I'm excited because look, this is reclaiming my life, and I'm thinking about 10 years of your life in a state penitentiary,
Yeah.
maximum security.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Whew. Oh. Um. At the time, very young-minded. Coming up in the streets of Washington D.C., Southeast. Um. Living in a household with just my mother, my grandmother. I just turned to the streets for a father figure, and at that time, me coming up at my age, it was way more different than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the older guys on the street corners was doing what they was doing, but giving us the money so we wouldn't do what they was doing. That's how the times was when I was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but me looking at them and not having that father figure in the house, it made me want to be just like them.
Wow.
Um, so me sitting back just watching them and analyzing everything they was doing and the money that was being made, I pretty much took on to it, learned it very well,
Mm-hmm.
and became my own guy in the streets. To where I started working for someone, then working with that person led me to start having my own people working for me.
Mm.
And I kind of always knew I had the creativity. I was blessed from God to, I'm not going to say like a mastermind,
Come on.
but it was just for the negative part in my
Mm-hmm.
life. And it turned to a whole downhill for me because of course in the crack epidemic in the 80s, uh, Washington D.C. was the first murder capital.
Mm-hmm.
um, and that's how I kind of turned from me. For me, guys that I had around me, I've always been a likable guy, and I just wanted to do the drug game totally different than everybody else. When they was doing all the killings, I was like, man, it's not worth killing nobody over no crack.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing that I'm also destroying families at home
Mm.
from it. So, guys would do anything for me. So when you was disrespecting me, they would come to you, which I didn't want that life. And it ended up me getting locked up on conspiracies, drugs, murder, stuff like that. It's just that I guess that was just a part where God was ready to use me and turn my life around because when they offered me my cop, um, I didn't want to go to court because feds had too many pictures. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh man, they got me.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to lie out of it, but they was just like showing too much. And when they offered me a cop, I took it. First they offered me a cop for 20 years, so I actually took that cop.
Wow.
And when they gave it to me at the time, DC hadn't turned federal yet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then after that, looking up law and everything, and you know, I gave 10 of it back, so I just ended up doing 10.
Wow. Wow. What a testimony.
Yeah,
Wow. Because look, today you sit here, you have over 30 some movies on Tubi.
yeah, yeah,
I know Master P was an inspiration for you.
yeah,
You've done so much since you've been out. Talking about reclaiming.
yeah,
I feel like, you said, Lord, everything, that was taken from me,
yeah,
or everything that I did, I want it all back.
yeah.
And I feel like, that's where you are today. You've been a guest speaker,
Mhm.
you know, um, Where was it? Georgia Tech? Georgia Tech.
Yeah, film and television. It's crazy. Like I say, God's been working with me so much. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Even going back to the Master P situation.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up reading about Master P when I was in maximum security in 1993. Um, and that was the only thing I read was the Bible and the magazines on Master P. And I
Wow.
was always intrigued about him. And it's crazy because it's like you can manifest. Manifestation is really real.
Mm-hmm.
And me manifesting everything, saying that, man, when I get out, I want to meet that guy. So
Yeah.
when I finally got out on maximum security movement, where you could be moving around, because I was in a
Mm-hmm.
cell for like 3 years, where cell was so small that if I fell, I wouldn't even hit the floor. Nobody would
Wow.
catch me. So
Oh my goodness.
staying in there for 23 and a half hours a day, you don't have no choice but to pray and read the
Mm-hmm.
Bible.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
and when I finally got out, I seen the music video with him on it. And I was like, man, I want to meet that dude when I get out. So when I finally got out, I didn't really know nothing but the drug game. But I had
Mm-hmm.
already promised God that, man, if you let me out of here, I would turn my life around to where I would still make the money, but it would be on a positive level.
Mm-hmm.
And I would teach everybody, what I've went through, make my life mess someone else's message.
Come on.
And he used me because only thing I really do in the entertainment business was comedy at the time. So after I started doing comedy, I ended up doing like BT Comic View and
Mm-hmm.
meeting other guys, and I ended up meeting my good friend, the great late AJ Johnson, who played Ezel on Fridays,
Okay.
and me and him was on tour. Me, him, Kevin Hart, and all of us, and he made a phone call one day to Master P, and that was it. After that, I ended up becoming Master P's, like me and him like brothers.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, from
Won't
me
he do
reading
it?
about him to me living in his house in L.A.
Wow.
and me like pretty much babysitting Romeo when he couldn't do it.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, and he taught me the game. He taught me everything after that.
Let me tell you, this is a true testimony right here and a true testament to what God can do.
Like everybody in Atlanta now call me Mr. Opportunity. So
Mm-hmm.
anything I could do for people, I do. And when people ask me what I'm gonna do next, I always tell them everything that you think I can't do. That's
Mm-hmm.
my mission. So
I love that.
you can reach me on
Everything
all
you think
social
I
media.
can't do.
Everything you think I can't do, I'm gonna do.
Wow. Come on.
Man,
Wow. Well, I believe you can do anything.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yes, I believe you
Yeah,
can do anything because let me tell you, if you was locked up in maximum
yeah,
security
yeah,
for 10 years
yeah,
in a little box
yeah,
and you came out swinging to
yeah.
do the things that you're doing now, I believe you can do anything.
Trust me. And at that time, I was in Lorton. Lorton is a facility where it was ran by the inmates,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the first prison to be shut down next to Alcatraz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look, let us know how the viewers can connect with you.
Social media. Just Google my name, Terry T. Miles. It is me. To reach back out to people. And just be serious, because I'll give you that opportunity. I don't need no accolades. I don't need no resumes. Just you being for real about yourself, and I'll give you that opportunity. But
Wow.
I try to get everybody. It's just that when it's your time, it's your time.
It's your time.
Yeah.
All right, and Mr. Miles, look, I'm really enjoying, you got so many movies on
Yeah.
Tubi. Look, I'm trying to catch up and see all of them,
Yeah.
but that
Yeah.
him and her, I really love, the way you went with that movie
Yeah.
because you're bringing awareness to HIV. So
Yeah.
talk to us, what made you say, hey, let me do a movie talking about HIV?
Well, I mean, like I said, the HIV and AIDS epidemic is so strong. It's not just in the African American. It's everywhere, and
Everywhere.
especially in Georgia alone, the numbers are sky high.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wanted to be almost like an advocate of it because I see how it's affecting everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So my first movie that I did was Tick for Tat.
Okay.
That one, and then actually was, man, the numbers was crazy on Tubi. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna come back one more time, and when I came with him and her, I wanted to make it a whole trick move on how women kind of play games. Um, which y'all do.
Look, y'all, I'm laughing because let me tell you that him and her.
You know what I'm saying? But it's deep. But I just want to show how your games playing can backfire on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wrapped Tick for Tat Part 2,
Mm-hmm.
which will be released February the 13th.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
that we're gonna do a permit for that too. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just like to hit people, to make them. I like to entertain and educate at the same time.
Yes, and I love it. I love it. I had to tell my friends about it, and I kept saying his and hers.
Yeah,
They was like, "I'm looking for it. I'm
yeah,
looking
him
for it."
and
So I
her.
was like, "Wait a
Yeah,
minute."
yeah,
I said, "Oh no, wait a minute. It's him and her." So y'all, it's him and her.
him and her. Yeah,
Okay.
it's doing
So
very well.
yes, very well
Yeah.
indeed. So of course now you have "I Want Her"
Yes.
streaming now. That's based on true events. What's that about?
Um.
Uh
Him and her was it's actually based on true events,
oh.
starring Benzino and another great cast. But it was like a proposition
Mm-hmm.
that I had gotten before from a conversation with someone, and I was like, wow, that'd be an interesting film if I was to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't think I was going to actually do it, and I actually did it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh wow, you did it. So yeah, that's him. I mean, I
Well, you
want her,
already said you gonna do anything anybody think you can't do. Come on.
yeah, that was a shocker to her, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So you've had the opportunity to work with Cat Williams.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Cat did our first when Cat was at his all-time high,
Mm-hmm.
as I mean, a comedian, one of the funniest comedians in the world. He hadn't did a movie yet, and me and him sat down and did the movie Internet Dating.
Okay.
And Master P funded it, and me and Cat sat down and wrote it, and actually did the movie. When we was filming, people were like, "Oh no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that." And Cat was like, "Well, what?
Mm-hmm.
Did we sit down and write it for? If you gonna tell us that's the freestyling." But shout out to Cat. Cat a real cool guy. A lot of people don't know what Cat got going on, but he's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Father with him, with his adopted kids and everything. But he's real strong, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Cat Williams.
Awesome, awesome. Look, congratulations to you
Yeah.
on all of your success, all that you've accomplished. I'm sitting here, I'm just truly proud, of everything that you have going on. And I know in May, I don't know if it's a yearly event, you have something coming up in May.
Oh yes, I do cruises, which we was just talking about not too long ago, me and one of the other guests. But like I had the singles one, February the 12th,
Mm-hmm.
singles cruise to the Bahamas. Then I have another one, May 3rd. It's a go-go cruise for all the DC people. Then we're doing I'm gonna do the Tubi meet and greet cruise
Mm-hmm.
Labor Day with all the Tubi stars that you see.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Look. So look, I'm excited.
I hustle.
You hustle, baby. You
And I
hustle.
still look young and I'm old.
I love it. I love it. If you would, please let our viewers know how they can connect with you.
Social media, my name Terry T. Miles. You Google my name, everything is gonna come up. If you hit me up, I will respond to you. Just be ready to work.
Just be ready to work. Look, y'all don't be hitting him up if y'all ain't ready to work, because he already told you he's a hustler, baby.
Hustle.
All right, all right, all right. Look, thank you so much for
Thanks for
stopping by
having
Reclaiming My Life.
Thanks for having me.
All right, y'all don't go nowhere. We're coming right back with more of Reclaiming My Life.
My mother is one of the strongest people I know. It wasn't necessarily because she was in love, but really again was just looking for a way to escape the abuse. We unfortunately became homeless.
The doctor said we both almost died.
So I suffered. I suffered in silence.
From there on, she became my momager. We started traveling all over the world.
And nearly 8 years later, I'm sitting here as my mom's business partner.
Then we started something called Quartet Unstoppable.
If she says she's gonna do it, she does it.
It seems like everything you touch turns to gold.
Everybody that was raised around her is doing good in life.
I began to really admire and respect her. I was instantly motivated.
I'm talking about a full-blown production, lights, camera, action.
I'm so thankful that Claudia and I crossed paths. Claudia always go over and beyond.
But for someone who's been hurt so much, she only wants to help you.
My mom always finds a way to count everything joy.
All right, all right, all right. Look, we are back, y'all. Look, I'm super, super excited. Y'all know I'm always excited because I have the most amazing guests to come and be on Reclaiming My Life. Look, I have this beautiful woman of God, gospel artist, Miss Anissa Fowler, y'all. Welcome, beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. You're welcome. Look, lady, you have so much going on. Look, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am, as you said, a gospel artist, a mother of three, single mom of three. I've been singing in the house of God for as long as I can remember. I just love worshiping God. I love his word. And my whole life has really just been centered around giving him praise at whatever it is that I have. So.
All right,
Yeah.
whatever it is you have. You know, you're a woman who really counted all joy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is, you counted joy because I know that you know and trust God. You know, and thinking back to a conversation that we had talking about church hurt.
Yes.
You know, you experienced that church hurt. You know, and a lot of times we're not talking about it, but talk to us about it.
Yeah, you know, I think church hurt is so real, but it's important to understand that when you're hurt inside the church, it isn't God that's hurting you. And sometimes you do need to move places. Sometimes God is directing you to another house of worship, but oftentimes we just have to realize that people are people.
People are people.
And they're going to say things that are just out of line, but we have to be connected to God for ourselves.
Yes.
And I learned to say, God, I made this mistake, and my mistake, I'll say to this audience, was having a child out of wedlock. And that was a huge thing as a music minister, a choir director, and then I get pregnant. And it was just like, you know, reading my name from the pulpit, saying a ton of things. I had an assigned seat. I had to make sure that I was there. And, you know, just I overheard so many things, so many terrible things being said about me. I remember one time walking into the bathroom and hearing a horrific conversation about me and just basically like, oh, she'll never be anointed again. She'll never be used again. She's destroyed her life, that kind of a thing. And I was just like, wow. But, you know, in that moment, I said, God, you are the voice that I'm going to listen to.
Yes.
And I just encourage people that go through those things that people will hurt you, but God still loves you no matter what.
Yes.
So you might need to leave that church, but don't leave the church.
Yes.
And just, you know, I just encourage you to just stay strong no matter what's going on.
I love that. You know what? And you said, they said, what about you, girl?
I know that
Come
I'd never
on.
be anointed.
Come on.
I'd never be anything. And it's crazy because people still say things now. I grew up in a church where no pants, no jewelry, no makeup, no anything. Oh my goodness. You could just have Vaseline. That's it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, sometimes, you know, people see me now on all of my album covers and everything, and they'll say things.
Album covers. The ones that said what?
Right? And, you know, and they say things. And I just say, you know, God is so much, he's more interested in our hearts than he is in anything else.
Yes.
And when he gets on the inside, he redirects you.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
he will convict you in terms of modesty and things like that. You don't have to lock yourself in a box and look like I don't know, a cracker, a dry cracker.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So not only are you just a solo artist, but recently you joined a group. So it's a
Yes.
group of you all, Cultivated Collective. Talk
Yes.
to us about it.
So the Cultivated Collective is a group of 5 artists, including myself, David Bratton, who is the writer of Every Praise. Everybody know who he is.
Yes.
Chantel Norman Beatty, she's the sister of the late Shay Norman. Lamont Sanders, who has, everybody are in the group, has #1 hits on Billboard. And also Josh Copeland, who was the winner
Yes.
of
Sunday
the runner-up
Best. Yes.
for season 6 or 9, I think. So we all came together and we said, you know what, it's better that we be united than to stand alone. And we all still do our individual work, but coming together has been amazing. We recorded
truly.
last year, January, and we released a portion of the music, and more is to come this year.
Yes,
Yeah.
look, and I'm excited about it because when I say, you know, first of all, I was just so grateful to, you know, join the listening party.
Yes.
You know, and I'm like, oh my God, that song is amazing. Well, that one is amazing. You know, which one is going to be their main song?
I
love
know.
it. You know what? Thinking about it and talking about it, let's take a look at Cultivated Collective.
Sometimes you feel like you can't win.
y'all. They are absolutely phenomenal. Y'all, look, Anissa, let them know how they can connect with you, how they can connect with Cultivated Collective. I tell you, I'm just so excited.
Thank you so much. You all can connect with me at Anissa Worships. That's ANISA Worships, and that's everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the places at Anissa Worships.
Now, look, you know you can't leave, right? You know, we're not going to sit here and talk about all of these album covers, okay? You know you got to do a song for us, right?
I will definitely do a song.
All right, look, y'all sit tight and be blessed by Miss Anissa Fowler.
Nobody, no one can tear us apart. No one can tear us apart. So glad that you're in my heart. Nobody, no one can tear us apart. No one can tear us apart. So glad that you're in my heart. For I am persuaded neither death nor life nor angels, no principalities, powers, things present or to come, no height, no depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from Jesus. No one can tear us apart. No one can tear us apart. So glad that you're in my heart. Nobody, no one can keep me from you. I'm stuck to you just like glue. Don't wanna get away from you. For I am persuaded neither death nor life nor angels, no principalities, powers, things present or to come, no height, no depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from Jesus. Nobody, nobody. Come on, y'all, sing it with me everywhere. Say nobody, no. Yes, nobody can do me like Jesus. Nobody can save me. Nobody can keep me. Nobody. Nobody can touch me. Nobody can heal me. Nobody can save me. Nobody like my Jesus. Hey, come on. Everybody say nobody. Declare it over your life right now that nobody can separate you from the love of God. Hey, nobody. No sickness, no death, no trials, no circumstance. Nobody. Hey, come on, everybody clap your hands. Hey, come on, everybody, now clap your hands. Yeah, clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Shouting in this place, say, nobody can save you.